Hey, what's up everybody? It's Joe Simpson. I have some really cool stuff to show you today. Unfortunately, yesterday I did a complete video on swim baits, and the whole time, for whatever reason, I called them swim jigs. So I deleted that video. I started a new one today because I got a couple boxes in the mail. I wanted to share with you the new gear that I received, and it's all really cool stuff. So as you guys know, Pat and I have been fishing with the Z-Man 10X Tough Elastec Diesel Minnow, and that thing is really, really tough. As you can see here, it doesn't rip, it doesn't tear, it's really, really strong, but it has a couple of properties that makes it a little bit annoying to fish with. The first thing being that the nose of this bait will slide down the hook if it doesn't have some way to stay up. Now you could use some super glue and some different techniques like that. I have found a product made by a company. It's called iStrike, and they make this product that I really like the looks of. It has an I-type jig head, which is loose from the hook, and it has what's called a chin lock for this bait. So take a quick look. If you notice, this thing has like a little lead tip on the front of it that keeps that bait from sliding down. So something that happens with these a lot is when you're fishing with them, just by casting them and throwing pressure on that bait, this lip will slide down this hook and it will come off, and you have to like reset it and then cast it a little softer, so you can't cast it quite as hard as you want to, and you have to always fiddle with it in between casts. Like every 2 or 3 casts you're resetting this whole bait. I don't mind when you catch a fish that it turns into a wad of bubble gum on the hook, and you know you've got the hook landed and you catch the fish. It's worth resetting on a fish catch, but every time I cast, this thing would like slide down the hook and be a little bit annoying. So I found this by iStrike Fishing. You can see here it has a loose jig head, and that jig head connects to the hook, which is perfectly embedded and Texas rigged, so you're not going to get any weed issues at all. So I'm really excited to use this. It comes in various weights and sizes. It comes, I believe, in an 1/8, 3/16, quarter, and so on and so forth. Anything over a quarter is too heavy for me, so I bought the jig heads that were 1/8 and 3/16, and it's going to change the swimming attributes a little bit, that it's not a keel weighted jig head. It's going to kind of make it point a little bit, but I see this thing when it's being reeled in on the internet. It tracks nicely, it swims good, it gives it a little bit of a waggle also as it comes through the water, so it could be something that you want to try out. And when I get these chin lock hooks with the keel weights, I'll share those with you as well. Also, something really cool, my brother-in-law went out, and they have Gander Mountain in North Carolina, and it was going out of business. So hopefully NC Bassin got over there and got some gear, but they had stuff that was like 80% off. I just wanted to walk through this unboxing of some of these things and show you what I got. Buzz baits, a couple different colors, black, silver. I think these were $4.99. They're made by Dirty Jigs Tackle. A lot of people don't like the jig that comes with them. They just change something out on there to swim something different. But I think they were like $5 originally, and they were marked down to like $1, something crazy. Here's some 50-pound J-Braid 8. This is good for frogging. I have a 300-yard roll and a 150-yard roll. Those are awesome. I think they were at $17, marked down 80%. I've never used this before. It's the Berkley X9. And that was marked way down. It was normally $17, and I think he picked that up for, what, 80% off. He picked up some hooks. These are a little heavier than the ones I normally would use, but they're perfect for some of the Z-Man products. You could probably do the Z-Man 7-inch on this and use this with that. It's a 1/4 ounce hook weight. So 1/4 ounce sounds like not that much, but it's actually a pretty decent sized hook weight. So that's going to be probably for a little larger gear, but it's going to be perfect for different types of rubber baits and bassing. This I really like. I have 2 of these already. This is the Arashi Cover Pop. That's a really good lure if you're trying to throw a popper and you don't have a lot of space to work in. This thing just literally turns left, right, and stays in one place. It's an excellent lure. I have a white one, and this is the same exact color. I think I may have lost one, so it might be good timing to pick that up. And he got a couple buzz baits from War Eagle, which is really kick butt. I love anything from War Eagle. This one has kind of like a red color and a white skirt, and that's really nice with the reflective emblem on the blade. And this one is this one is red with the yellow skirt with some white tips. Both of those are going to be killer. You put some type of bait addition on there, a swim jig or something on the back of these things, and you're going to really kill it. And oh, here's another. I mean, this is perfectly fine. 14-pound original Stren. I mean, I've always loved Stren line. I'll throw that on one of my rods. I'll fish some, medium-sized plastics. It's got some good qualities. It's going to be a little stretchy. It's going to be strong. It's 14 pounds. That's a good all-around deal there. And oh yeah, we got these guys here. This is that garlic stank scented fluorescent coloring dye you can tip and dip your baits into to try to make them have a little bit more flash and pizzazz in the water. And I think this right here, this is called Bang, and it's got the shad formula. And I think he sprayed a little in his kitchen, and he said his wife wasn't real happy about that. So that's going to be something I can spray into my worm bags, kind of let it sit on them, scent them up. Don't know if it makes a difference, but why not try? And one last thing that I've been wanting for a while, I've been wanting some of this Mend It for plastic and rubber baits that tear. This is perfect for fixing those things up and putting them back together. So yeah, it's a nice little box. He was just sitting there at the store. He calls me up. He's like, dude, they're selling all this stuff for 80% off. What do you want? He literally FaceTimed me, pointed the camera around to different things. I'm like, I'll take 2 of those. I'll take 1 of those. And why not? So awesome. A good grab on some tackle, some really good hooks you might want to check out. It's called iStrike Fishing. I'll put a link below to these. These are going to be perfect for the Z-Man if you're trying to swim those and keep them weedless. It's a really nice little invention. And I'm also going to get some chin lock screws with some belly weights, and I'll show you those and how those work. And I think I'm good. I'm all jigged out and ready to roll. So you guys have a good one. I'll talk to you soon. Please like and subscribe below. Your support I really appreciate, and I look forward to doing more fishing videos with you guys this year. And Georgia's coming up in March, my annual Georgia trip. I'll talk to you guys soon. Later.